Hi, it's John Kopic, founder of Dream Chasers Academy and the author of Stop Complaining, What's the Solution? And Small Change, Huge Affection. Thank you, because today is the video number 2 of how can we help our youth and how can we communicate with our youth today? How can we communicate with them better? But one thing I want you to understand is by you being a caring parent, a caring educator, a caring principal, or just a helping hand, or just a person who's even youth themselves, I must help you understand something, okay? Think about yourself. Put yourself in a position where you can understand what the youth go through. Think about a couple years back, maybe a few years back down the line when you was young, or if you're young now, think about what you went through in the school system, what you went through on your job, what you went through on a daily basis. Think about these things, and then you'll be able to understand how we can better communicate with the youth. When you think about these things, you can better communicate with the youth. Now, the main thing I want us to understand, and I talk about this a lot, I want you to learn how to listen to the youth. Learn how to listen to the youth. Now, how do we do that? There's variations of listening, hearing. It's variations of how you can listen to be better. But I want you to listen so much, and I want you to listen as in terms of really defining what they're talking about, really understanding where they're coming from. I need you to be open so they can come in and rely on you. You must build trust and rapport with the youth in order for them to believe in you, listen to you, eventually do better with you. It's just like business, and I know you don't buy anything unless you've built trust with that company. You don't buy Coca-Cola just because, you haven't tried it before. Sometimes you do, but most of the time we don't. Most times somebody refer us to Coca-Cola or it's been in our family, okay? So you must build a trust and rapport with the student. Well, how do you do that, you're saying? This is how you do it. Number one, by listening. If a student comes to you with a problem, you need to be able to listen to that student very, very calmly. Do not pass judgment. Listen to that student. Listen to the problem that they're going through. Listen to the things that they're dealing with. And then be able to assess the situation. Replay the situation in your mind. Restate the situation to them to make sure you have it properly. When you restate that situation to them, when you re-say it to them, they're going to know that you was listening very well, so that's going to soothe their heart. Then you can put in an action plan. You can bring up some type of action plan, then you can put your advice in it. Let me tell you what's going on. Most teachers, most educators, some parents, a lot of people who deal with the youth are given an action plan or trying to give an action plan before they even listen. A student come to you and say, hey, I'm having trouble with my test. First thing you jump out and say is, you need to study more. Okay, how is that helping that student? He said, hey, Mr. John, I'm having trouble with my test, study more. I've given him or her the action plan before I've actually listened to what they have going on. What I should have done and what you should do is take the test after they've completed it, got their grade back, take that test, go over that test with them. I don't care if you go over it with the class and they need extra help. Spend extra time on that test to make sure each and every student learn and know what's going on that test, okay? Because every student learns differently, okay? Every student learns differently, and that's what you must understand. You cannot teach every student on the same level because some students comprehend different than the other students. Some students will take longer, faster. It's all kind of different variations of how it takes students to learn. Me, I can learn just by reading a book, but I also like to look at videos, okay? I like to look at videos and learn from a book. Then I also like to put things in my ear while I can just listen. So, I'm an all-around learner, but the main reason I can learn and the main way I can learn is I'm a hands-on learner, okay? I'm a guy where if you touch me, I got to be there. I got to be able to touch it, feel it, work it with you one-on-one. I'm that type of guy. And that's what I like to do, okay? I like to help people one-on-one get in it, get their hands dirty on how to be successful. And this is how we're going to operate with our youth. We must listen first, okay? Listen first. Restate what you have heard and what you have listened to, okay? Restate it in a way to make them feel good, to make you comprehend and makes you confirm that you have heard this right. After you have listened and reconfirmed or confirmed what you was hearing, then you create an action plan. This is where you give your advice. If you go beyond those 3 steps, if you do it out of order, you will always have confusion, confliction. And how do you create an action plan? Well, you create an action plan by asking questions. Okay, why are you having problems with this test? What exact number is giving you the problem? What exact issue of the problem is giving you issues on this test? Like, tell me exactly what's going on. Is it your reading comprehension? Is it the words that you don't understand? Is it the math that's giving you an issue? Whatever it may be, then you put an action plan. Don't put an action plan before you listen, because you will always, and I say always, get a negative reaction from our youth. Our youth, like I told you in the first video, love for people to be transparent. They love for people to be honest. They love for people to be able to relate to them. And if you can do that, then you will be able to enhance the knowledge of our youth so we can change the value of $1. This is John Coppock. I hope you've gotten some great information on how to help our youth be better and how to better communicate with our youth. Listen, guys, get ready for video 3. And then we have one more video to get done with that. Guys, I hope you've been blessed with this. And remember, here are the steps to understanding and better communicating with our youth. Listen first. Confirm second. Create an action plan by asking questions. Number 3. Be blessed. That is the order. John Coppock.